Well, good morning everyone. Thanks for hopping in again with me and Spike on another easy camping adventure. Just picked up my supplies and now I'm going camping at a spot to be determined. And the reason it has yet to be determined, the reason I don't know where I'm going right now, is because it all depends on where I'm able to go. It's March still, it's early spring, and there's still snow in the mountains here and there, and especially on the roads. The roads are the last place to lose the snow. So I've got a few ideas of where I'd like to go, and I'm going to just start going to them and seeing if I can get to any of them, and the first one I can get to, that's where I'm camping. So come along and let's see where we end up. So the spot that I'm trying to get to is actually an old gravel pit. I think they made it for constructing these roads out here. And so it's a nice big flat area, rocky, but that won't matter. I'm not setting up a tent. And with a nice view of like White Chuck Mountain and maybe even Mount Pew. We'll see. It's been a while since I've been up here. I think the last time I came up here, I was on my motorcycle and there was a tree laying across the road. And I smacked right into it and wiped out. Okay, right there it is. That's the campsite up on top.
You have arrived.
Okay, now we'll see if we can get around. It looks a little snowy right here, but no problem. Wow, I can hardly believe it. I don't know if you can see it, probably not on the GoPro, but we're right below the snow line, just maybe 200 feet from the fresh snow in the past couple of days. But wow, I used to come here on my motorcycle and have my lunch. I never camped here, so I'm really looking forward to it. I got to figure out where am I going to put Spike so that I'm most conveniently oriented in there. So I'm kicking back here in camp right on the edge of this cliff, overlooking the Sauk River Valley, looking up the White Chuck River Valley, and here White Chuck Mountain and Mount Pew both have storms rolling down the sides. There's snowstorms, there's shafts of light piercing through the clouds and landing in just dazzling light over here on the mountainside across from me. That rainbow has been sitting there on that ridge for at least 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes, in varying degrees of intensity. I can't believe I'm so lucky as to have made it here. The road is actually closed past this because of snow. It's not closed, it's just impassable. So I really lucked out. I'm at about 3,000 feet here. It's so dramatic, it's so beautiful. All I can do really is just sit here and say wow, like every 15 seconds. Wow. Just keep turning my head from side to side. I see a snowstorm over here sweeping towards me like a big curtain laying across the valley here, working its way towards me. Very dramatic. And there's a rainbow in the curtain. Absolutely beautiful. Unbelievably spectacular. chilly. Wow. So right there, it's White Check River. So that's the White Check Valley. On the right there is Mount Pew. You cannot see it, it's in the clouds. And on the left there, which you also cannot see because it's in the clouds, is White Check Mountain. White Check River drains off of Glacier Peak. So down in the riverbed there's lots of ash and volcanic rocks. What I hope is that the clouds blow out and we can actually see some of these spectacular mountains. But even if we can't, this is really amazing. This is just excellent. No complaints from me. So the plan is I'm going to go ahead and make dinner right now, and then I can sit outside and eat with that spectacular view. So for dinner, I stopped at the IGA in Granite Falls and picked up some Chinese takeout. I've done this before, so I know it works and it's delicious. This is a cool little striker I got from a friend. No more buying lighters. Very low flame. That'll take maybe 3 or 5 minutes and it'll be done. Well, that looks like a nice view to sit and have dinner by. Dinner is going to be my Chinese takeout. It's hot, clear through both plates, so I'm going to eat it now and try to warm up. It's a little bit chilly out here. Well, the sun has gone down in this spot. It's still out on the mountains over there. There'll probably be some pretty alpenglow later on here in a bit. But it's really cold now that the sun has gone down. So I'm going to get in my canopy and peer at it all through the window. Well, it's 44 degrees in here. It's 38 degrees outside, but it feels a lot colder than that. At least to me, you know, in Seattle it never gets into the 30s hardly, so anytime it's in the 30s it seems cold. This is another one of those days that I don't want to end. This is so spectacular, and this is so special, and this is so beautiful. I just want to hang on to it and just not let it go. And the only way I know of to do that is to just not go to sleep. But I can't do that for very long. But I'm going to do it for as long as I can. I'm just going to sit here. I'll go outside into the brisk air when I start feeling sleepy. Then I'll come back in and I'll sit here in the warm canopy, look through the windows and just watch that last fading light and the twilight or from the stars on the mountains and just try to savor every minute of it. So I've been going out for as long as I can stand the cold and standing here on the edge of the cliff and looking at the stars. Wow, what a great night for stargazing. There's no clouds at all. There's no moon. The moon won't, excuse me, the moon won't rise until I think 1 a.m. So it's just the stars and the planets. It's really cool. I'll probably try to take some pictures and show you. Well, I think I probably stayed up about as late as I can. It's it's, for me, it's pretty late. It's almost 10 o'clock. Sometimes I can stay up till like 11, and sometimes I've even stayed up later. And I was really hoping tonight would be one of those nights, just by stepping into the brisk air and everything, but it's not working out. I'm just really sleepy. So I'm going to have to crawl into Spike and, call it a day, hit the hay. So I'll say goodnight, and I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everyone. I sort of slept in on purpose because it was so cold last night. I did not want to get out here until the sun had come up and literally got the ice off everything. I had to get up in the middle of the night, and everything was frozen. There was ice on everything. My canopy was frozen. There's condensation on everything, water on everything now, just from all of the frost that appeared. But the walls, when I got up on the canopy, I could tap the walls and they just thump, thump, thump. They were solid as could be. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get breakfast and coffee going. This morning I'm just going to have one little packet of cream of wheat. I'm not feeling that hungry. Gotta stir it quick before it starts getting lumpy, and I put too much sugar in there. Rats. Normally I would take a teaspoon and do this more accurately, but I feel like living life on the edge. That's probably about a teaspoon anyways. Now it's just the chair. And a little bit more time here staring at the view. Well, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon now. I think I've pushed it about as long as I can. And once again, I really do appreciate your coming along with me on these little adventures. I hope you come along on the next one too. Thanks for watching.